Are baby walkers actually slowing down your baby's development? You might be surprised. In today's video, I'm going to share why walkers aren't actually the best tool to use for teaching your baby how to walk. And to go along with that, I'm going to be sharing 5 proven, expert-approved ways to encourage your baby to walk naturally and safely. As a pediatric occupational therapist, I often hear from parents who want to know what can they do in order to help their baby learn how to walk faster. The truth is, a lot of these parents often rely on devices such as the baby walker. And while this may be a common and popular tool, it's actually one of those tools that could be doing your baby more harm than good. Not only can baby walkers delay your baby's progress and delay their development, but they can also be dangerous. So when babies get used to using the walker, they actually start to rely on the walker to support themselves. Now, this is not that good because babies should not be relying on any device to support themselves unless for whatever reason there is definitely a medical necessity going on there. But a baby that is like typically developing should actually be relying on their own muscles to support them. And so if a baby is using a walker, they're not really engaging their own muscles. They're not building up their own strength in order to support the muscles and the strength that is needed for more independent walking. Another way that walkers can actually delay a baby's development is that it actually induces or can initiate poor posture in a baby. Another reason why walkers are not the best choice is because they pose safety concerns. Studies have shown that walkers are actually linked to accidents such as falling down the stairs or even tipping over. In fact, some pediatric organizations recommend avoid using these altogether. So now that we know why walkers aren't ideal, let's dive into 5 better ways to encourage your baby's first steps. Tip number 1 is to encourage tummy time early on. The earlier you start tummy time, the better, because this is going to help build up their arm muscles, their leg muscles, and their core or tummy muscles, which is going to be essential for crawling and for walking. Tip number 2 is to provide plenty of floor time. So let your baby explore the floor and explore the space very openly and freely. So put away those baby containers like bouncers or swings and just let the baby explore naturally, and let them explore rolling and sitting and cruising and maneuvering and doing all the things that they're naturally going to do and are supposed to do with use of their own body. Tip number 3 is to allow your baby to use push toys. So push toys or sturdy carts will allow your baby to still feel supported while also practicing their balance and being able to stand and propel forward while holding on to something, which is a more natural way to practice those first steps. Tip number 4 is to encourage cruising. So set up furniture like chairs or couches or low tables and allow your child to cruise from one piece of furniture to the next. This is going to build up their leg strength and allow them to feel more supported as they start to be able to stand and balance a little bit more independently. And tip 5 is to lead by example. It's definitely okay to hold your baby's hands and walk with them. Babies love mimicking you, and a lot of them love that applause and the excitement that they get from you. So holding their hand and encourage them to take a few steps with you from time to time is another great way and a safer way to encourage those first steps. So remember, every baby develops at their own pace. Now typically you will see a baby start to walk between the ages of 9 months to 18 months. Now, if you notice by 12 months your child is not pulling up to stand or not showing any signs that they are ready to start walking or cruising, then you would want to reach out to a professional, medical professional or a pediatrician in order to get some more guidance and to see if there's anything extra that you need to be doing to help your baby's progression with their walking. So I highly recommend, if you want to focus on your baby being safe and being able to take their first steps more naturally without relying on a walker, follow these tips as mentioned in this video. And if you are having concerns with your child's other motor skills, such as them not crawling yet, I would highly encourage that you stick around and watch this next video on should you be worried if your baby skips crawling.